Studio One Vintage Guitars, New Zealand's home of vintage guitars. I'm pretty stoked today because we have a very, very nice OM Cutaway here. This guitar is a Laurence Juber special. It's a OMC-44K. So, the general specs out here are, we've got Hawaiian Koa on the back, Adirondack Spruce top. But this is a very special example of a long time gone Martin. So the 44 style was a style offered pre-30s. It seems it was sporadically offered throughout Martin's time, but I've seen them from I've seen one from the 20s, a 0044 that was basically a 45 style but without the pearl. So this is the highest grade wood combination and quality that you could get from Martin without all the pearl inlay. So Laurence Juber, a British fingerstyle guitarist, a phenomenal fingerstyle guitarist, he's kind of become Martin's go-to for cutaways. They've been working together for a long time. Lawrence's pedigree, he's always been a fingerstyle guitarist, and he's done a lot of notable work, but he was at the time the guitarist for Wings, so he was working with Paul McCartney, so that's a huge endorsement. You can find great videos of Tommy Manuel and Laurence playing together. Laurence has a really interesting fingerstyle kind of approach. He's very much like Eric Schoenberg, so not so much, crazy open tunings or all that, but a lot of more kind of imagine flat picking playing, but in a fingerstyle way. Lots of great arrangements, bass and melody kind of ideas going on. And this guitar, sorry for the squeak, this guitar is kind of designed to give you all of the accessibility that style requires. I'm really impressed by this guitar. This is up there with the Schoenbergs that we've had in. This is very much like my guitar, very much like the OM-18 Authentic that we had up recently. So what does that mean? That's very light construction. This is noticeably lighter than most of the Martins that we pick up. So it's been built with weight in mind. It's Koa back and sides, and it's grey. I think they grade back and sides, I think, up to grade 4. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. I know someone will. But they don't grade tops like they grade back and sides. So this would be a grade 8 top out of 8. So very just perfect grain pattern and really perfect. I mean, it's a bit wider out here and it's a bit thinner in here. We also have herringbone binding, we have ivory around the sides, we have no inlay on the fretboard, which is very nice. We have the open back Waverleys with the bronze gearing on them, so I've seen these kind of older Waverleys on some of the Authentic series, but you don't see them nowadays. It's a V neck with 1/11/16, I believe. No, sorry, I think it's 1 3/4. We'll confirm that. But it's definitely a V neck. What else can I tell you about it? Belly bridge. It is 1 of 25. This is number 7, and the serial number is 15121 so and so. But just listen to that. So I'll play some of the things that you hear all the time. I would tell you, if I could, I would have this one at at home with me. This is very impressive. I'm just going to say the Laurence Juber signature models. I think if you're looking for a very, very good cutaway guitar, they are going to be the go-tos. As I said, you know, them and Laurence and Martin have partnered for a long time. And just a quick little, you know, talk about the cutaway. So if you've seen the Schoenberg videos, you know, we talk about how Schoenberg was kind of the guy that went to Martin and said, let's do cutaway OMs. And Schoenberg is kind of, Eric Schoenberg is noted as the guy that brought the OM style guitar back. Just briefly, the OM production started in 1929 and they ended in kind of 1934, and they moved to the O style after that and kind of the shorter scale length. But the 25.4 scale length started with the OM and then shifted to the Dreadnought. And Martin made these guitars as their most balanced, and then Eric kind of wanted to update it with the Cutaway to make it more of a fingerstyle guitar that you could get past the 12th fret and into the body. With the type of arrangements that he does, it's very necessary. Martin in 1990 actually did an OM28C run, so they were kind of, they must have been working with Eric, getting the design down. They did a big run of them themselves, and then Eric had his run of Schoenbergs, and we had one of those in. And then it seems sometime between kind of 93, 94, Martin and Schoenberg started working together to bring you models like this. So we've seen the OMC-44K. We've also seen, I've seen an OM21 out there, Laurence Juber. I've seen OM18s, I've seen OM28s. He also had Brazilian models done. So yeah, huge range of different guitars, but I would bet they're all built like this, which is very light, very resonant. This guitar is actually set up, it could handle 13 to 56s. That's what Laurence plays with, but this guitar is set up with our Phosphor Bronze John Pierce 12 to 53. Yeah, great response. So, and talking about the Koa kind of response, Koa gives you amazing harmonics. Let's do those harmonics again. Wobble, yeah. I'll listen to this one. Beautiful. Let's do, okay, what we'll finish with is we'll finish with a little bit of Hawaiian slack key. So, you know, we're in the Hawaiian world playing Koa, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the guitar down to kind of open C, open DAG. So D goes down to C, A goes down to G. These wavelies are very good. Yeah, so beautiful guitar. It's just play a little hard this time. These heavier strings to make this really come out. If I bring it back here, it sounds a bit better. And hit so I'm playing this note. If I hit this hard enough, it'll just go out of tune a little bit. Down, down. Yeah, this low end. Alright. We got a bit of off script here now, guys. So anyway, we'll end the video there and we'll give you a little tag at the end. So yeah, once again, the Studio One Vintage Guitars. This is an OMC-44K from Laurence Juber. A Laurence Juber special. A 44 style means the top grade wood without the pearl. If you've liked this content, please like, subscribe and share. You can find my channel under my name, Nick Brightwell, on over on YouTube somewhere. We'll finish you off with a little bit of Leo. So see you guys later. Cheers.